Hi there, my name is Chris Fair, and welcome to my channel where tonight I'll be talking about 90 Day Fiancé. We're in season 8. It's episode 12. It was about last night. About last night? That's obviously about Stephanie and Ryan, right? Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet and subscribe to my channel because it's like, do that because also you should because it's my birthday. March 7th is my birthday. Honey, I'm in my full Pisces, moodsies, vibes. It is Pisces season, and you can celebrate me as your Pisces friend, as your little fishy friend, honey. Swimming around with you, dodging sharks left and right. I also want to thank everyone who shows up to the lives with me that I do on Sunday nights after the show. It's really, really fun. It's like the only time I get to hang out with anyone, so. I also got a brand new phone. So I'm shooting on my new phone right now, so I don't know what the footage is going to be like in comparison to my old footage. I wonder if there'll be a difference. If anything looks crazy, that's why. Okay, first couple, Jovi and Yara. About last night could also be Jovi and Yara because last night was their engagement party and this is the next morning. Jovi was a drunk asshole, and as Yara repeatedly said, she hates him. Over and over again as they danced together, their first dance at the not wedding party-esque party that Joey's mom threw. Yara's just like, you lost me there. You were lost, honey, in the sauce, and I and your baby walked around alone. Is that how it's gonna be? And Jovi wants to be like, what, you want me to stop drinking? What, because you have to stop drinking? No. I want someone to isolate and say something like, it's because this person who you brought over to this country is alone and feels insecure, feels unprotected, like you don't have her. Do you understand what I'm saying? She feels like as a woman, completely vulnerable and exposed in this other country, and now she's pregnant, and all she has is you to protect her and your unborn child. So you need to have your shit together to do so. And when you're drunk, you don't have your shit together. I mean, it's really hard because, like, in my highest aligned self, like, I can tell you right now that, like, there's never a time that I'm drunk or wasted. Unless I'm really just with my friends and isolated and, like, don't feel like anyone who doesn't know me very well is around me. Like, there's not many times that I feel like drinking is a good look. You think it is, and you think it's like one drink is fine, and then one drink turns into like, well, 3 drinks is fine, and then like by the 5th drink, you look crazy. You're sweaty, you look disgusting. You just can't pull it together. And then on top of it, you're like, I gotta pull it together. And so then you're trying so hard to not be drunk and to not be tipsy, and all you do is look even crazier. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I would have been out and about and would have had a couple of drinks and think that I look hot. And like you'll take a selfie of yourself and you think that just because you've had a couple of drinks, that's fine. You're still able to serve. When you look back at those pictures, honey, they are monstrous. You think you're like this, honey, and you're like bloated, greasy, sweaty, gone looking, not the look. And Yara lays it on the line like, do you understand, Jovi, that I had it good and a nice life back at home, full around my friends, everyone's chill, everyone loves me, I'm Yara, I'm living the life. I come here, it's not the life, and you treat me shitty, and you don't have me, you don't got me. So if I had known, would I have come here? I think that like resonates with Jovi somehow, thank God. Like it penetrates through the hair and teeth. He's gonna stop drinking. And then they have to go down and have coffee with Jovi's parents, including Monty, God bless, who like barely remembers a thing, like father, like son. He is like not into the wedding, doesn't feel like it's gonna work out, which, I mean, in that sense, Monty, I'll join the club. But Yara, again, is like, I do not want a wedding. I just want to go get married. I'm pregnant. I hate this. My mom isn't here. Like, we already had your party with your parents and your family, and thank you for throwing it, I guess. God bless. And Monty, like, he sure drank a whole lot and passed that gene on to your son. But Jovi's mom gets butthurt. Jovi's mom acts so sad that she, A, that she can't have anyone at the wedding, or B, that she thinks she can't come. I do understand why she wants people at the wedding, because Jovi's mom knows who Jovi is and cannot believe that someone like Yara is going to marry her son. So she wants to like go tell it on a mountaintop, honey. She's just like, she wants to see it with her own eyes. She won't believe it. She's just like, you're marrying my Jovi? And the teeth? But I will say this about Jovi, because, God bless. At least when his parents push him to try and acquiesce to what they want, he does stand up for Yara. Like, no, this is what Yara wants, and if that's what Yara wants, that's what Yara wants. He does throw, like, we'll talk about this later, but he's not like Brandon, where he's like, I told her, but she's dumb and wants what she wants, and nothing I can do about it, mommy. Yara then goes to take a shower. Monty, Jovi's dad's like, Jovi, is this marriage a good idea? I don't know. Monty, do you have lots of good ideas in life? Is there a list of them that I can see, the good ideas you've had over the years? Just so I understand subjectively if you know one, when you would see one or think of one, a good idea. I feel bad for Yara because she's like, everyone treats this pregnancy like an oh shit pregnancy, and she's like, no, I mean, if you thought it was an oh shit pregnancy, you should have used a protection, which then makes me feel like, okay, so you wanted to get pregnant? Unless it's just, you're going to be on the show and famous, why you're sticking with Jovi. And I'm saying that because Yara already opened a website, honey, where she's selling clothes. I don't know who's making the clothes, honey. They're stitched together with 3 threads, honey, I'm sure. But I do like Yara's fashion sense. Her clothes are not expensive. They just are made to look classy. They're clothes that are made to look classy, but are actually not expensive. Kind of like something you can get at Shein. What I'm saying is cuts might be fashionable, but the material is begging for a relook. Stephanie and Ryan or Harris? Ryan's out the doorsies warsies, right? And Stephanie combed through her items to make sure that he didn't steal the mother's ring, but that's there. And she is just, again, in a drug-fueled, manic pace around her place where she's brushing her pigtail extensions and then she puts in crazy-ass earrings, but not before she decides she's going to step and burst the balloons, the Mylar balloons that Ryan got her with her bare feet. She can't do it. She stabs it with a pen and she's calling Harris. I mean, it's like watching Stephanie is like watching the brain malfunction of a sad woman. Stephanie is hard to talk about because of the sexual allegations that came about during the filming. Chiefly, she said that Ryan penetrated her without a condom without her consent. And so, because of that, it makes talking about Stephanie and that situation hard. I don't want any person to be penetrated or feel like they've been exposed to something that they didn't think that they were going to be exposed to. Period. On a different topic is Stephanie, who we've seen this whole time hula hooping and glassy-eyed and using her money to manipulate Ryan and Ryan's family. And it's hard. It's a really, really hard one, to take in. And I don't even want to talk about it at all, except I want to talk about it so much because you're watching this with me and it's so crazy. She's actually one of the, in some ways, most engrossing but also very tragic character that we've seen. I can't believe that the story didn't somewhat fizzle when Ryan left. The fact that we even have a Harris to call on. And Harris has been waiting with hardcore put me in coach vibes. Put me in coach and I will travel 5 hours by bus and then 2 hours by ferry to get to you, coach Stephanie. When Harris finds out that Ryan is gone, Harris jumps because he's been waiting for this. Harris just feels like America is the place for him, full of rich people, including Stephanie, who's rich. And he has just been watching, being a good friend, as his cousin Ryan has had this whatever relationship with Stephanie the whole time. His experience of Stephanie, I mean, arguably because we've known that they've been intimate, has to be well-rounded enough for him to understand the complexities of her mental state. And whether in his mind he's traded that for whatever life he thinks that Stephanie can give to him is fascinating. Ryan is his cousin. Is Ryan's mom calling her sister Harris's mom and being like, bitch, you tell your crazy ass son Stephanie's bananas. But I mean, Harris is has been knowing that Stephanie's bananas ever since he climbed up a tree and got her a coconut. Then she was nice to him. And then she gave him her coconut. And he gave her his banana. It's a real big love story. I mean, I don't know what kind of like wrist envy Harris has been having for his cousin Ryan the whole time. Like looking at his bare honey wrist and wishing it had a bunch of fossils and swatches on it. He, I mean, is about to get himself a fake $3,000 watch. Slightly used. No box. Didn't have a box in the first place, so Harris, you're not getting one. Like Harris knows Stephanie, knows how dry Stephanie is and everything. He came for it. Also, Stephanie, exactly what were those earrings? And I mean that, like, what were those Studio 54 snowman earrings? They look so heavy, girl. Like, you're just gonna have like 2 saggy holes. Well, 3 saggy holes. Natalie and Mike. So, I mean, this Natalie segment's kind of like whatever. She's just like in this field. She's holding this phone, honey, with her friend Svetlana, and her fingers look like she just got done with a 3-hour hike. But basically, she's just like, I don't got the ring. He doesn't want to marry me. And Svetlana's like, oh, no. And Natalie's like, I'm going to lay it all out there for you. I am 35, already divorced, and I want kids. This is it for me. I have 20 days. First thing, I'm going to go get a porterhouse steak, honey. I'm going to marinate it for 3 hours. I'm going to grill it to perfection with some baby back ribs on the side. Get a 6-pack of cold beer, Natalie. Lay it all out. Let him eat it all. And then just like come out afterwards with like a robe and then just like drop it. And then all you have to do, Natalie, is look at him in the face. It's going to be real easy and just be like, Mike, I'm sorry for giving you the ring back the way I did. It was dumb. I didn't mean it. I love you now. I've always loved you. I'm in love with you. That's all she has to do. That's all that bitch has to do. Give him steak, give him beer, say that you love him. Say you're sorry for giving back the ring. That's it. Natalie also, by the by, has joined the YouTube community, honey, and she's cooking. Look, not everyone can be Annie. I don't need some like burnt croissants, Natalie. I don't know if like cooking's your thing. Baby boo. I'll watch skincare videos from you. But we really need to see Sarah. Obviously, we like need a whole conversation with Sarah, and then we also like just need this storyline to like do something, get somewhere, which is sad because of coronavirus. So like when I say we need Sarah, we do house parties or a house party with Sarah option. Hazel and Tariq. Okay, this is terrible, but the domestic life of Tariq and Hazel right now is like boring, right? Because of the coronavirus, and they're just like planning a wedding and then like sometimes playing with Ari or whatever. And so the producers, I'm sure, are just like, if we're not having Tariq in the booth laying down tracks, what can we do? And the answer is to try and get them to FaceTime Minnie. I'm still, this moment in time, not quite sure if her name is Minnie or Minty, okay? I want it to be Minty. So the way in which that they're going to try and get us to believe that for some reason they need to FaceTime Minnie is that they go to the dating profile that Tariq and Hazel have created, and for some reason there's just catfishes there, which for some reason is a problem about them. For some reason, like the fact that they can't find a couple on this one website for some reason is like now a problem that they're experiencing as a couple. They need to find out what they're doing. It makes no sense. If you're having issues on this website finding a real person, I don't understand what Minty's going to do. She's going to not make you a new website. She's not going to like go into your account and research all the prospects and then Google search them for you. Like it logically makes no sense. But Tariq's like, we got to do this. We got to do this to like find out what we need to do. And it's very obvious that Hazel does not want to do it, which then again just makes Tariq look like a manipulative aggressor in this, making Hazel do something that she doesn't want to do, even though I think that Hazel is in fact truly bisexual and wants to have a girlfriend, if not fully gay, but God bless. I am no polyamorous expert, but like even I know that like the basic thing about it is communication and trust, and you have boundaries. And so if one person's like, yeah, not that one, either because we've tried it or because I don't want it, you're supposed to be like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. The fact that Tariq would then try and bring back this person into Hazel's life that she's like, not that one. Makes no sense. And it makes me feel like he doesn't understand the concept of like what this is supposed to be. And like, I don't want Hazel to have to feel jealous of someone. I don't want Hazel to have to feel jealous because Hazel's more attractive than Tariq. So it's annoying to me that like, what, you're gonna have to feel jealous over Tariq? And I don't even know what's real anyway, because it's like all of this feels so fake, truly. And I only feel like Ari's the only authentic one. And I really want Ari to tell me what's up. The only parts I really enjoyed of this fake mini Hazel situation was like Hazel's jawline in the FaceTime. Because like early on, you know, right when Tariq FaceTimes Minnie, he's like, "Hi, hey, look at you, Minnie." And Minnie's like, mm-hmm. And then like, and the frame expands. There's Hazel, like, and he's like, "Do you want to fight?" Hazel's like, "Pow, pow," my jawline, "Pow, pow." I cannot imagine like a world in which Hazel and Minnie were like romantic. There's just so much strong animosity, but maybe that's like their passion. The story that Minnie gives is like, well, I was dating Tariq, and then he met Hazel, and they were on a break, and then he got back with Hazel, so then we were all together. But if he wasn't with Hazel, he'd be with me. Tariq must know that that's how she feels, and the fact that he would allow that energy to penetrate his relationship with Hazel means like, you're not doing this right. This is gonna be messy. Hazel's beholden to Tariq because she can't work and she like is just in this foreign land. So I don't appreciate the fact that Tariq would put her in any sort of situation that would make her feel uncomfortable or jealous or insecure. It doesn't make sense. If she's the one that's pushing you towards a relationship that you wouldn't normally necessarily want or have, but it's her, then like let her guide it and let her do it. And take a goddamn back seat. Zayed and Rebecca. Oh my god, Zayed and this dishwasher, honey. I mean, LG. Let's make this commercial. It's so great. Whoa. In my country, you wash clothes in machine, and that's still... But dishes, you know, I would love it. Zayed's doing his thing. I mean, he's doing the best he can in this apartment, which is still not furnished. And now I'm like, did Rebecca like protest too much, honey, with all this like, I have the furniture and the storage? Like, I don't... There's no furniture in that storage, is there, Rebecca? I mean... That's why she gets so mad about like blonde ass Hannah. My family has trucks because there's no furniture to move. So Rebecca decides to take some time off work, and it's raining, God bless, at Joelle's Chicken to go up to a beautiful sanctuary, looking like a farm style sanctuary with also a cabin setting, and kind of be like, Zayed, this could be where we get married. And it's romantic, and there's like a horse-drawn carriage, and she's like, surprise, you know, and he loves it and won't take a picture and sending it to all his friends. And Rebecca's like, I love the smell of horses. And we're like, what? Almost like you said you love the smell of horses. It's not like a Joe Malone candle, you know, like you're not going to be like Joe Malone horse smell. What's a weird thing that you like? I actually do like the smell of gasoline. Sometimes I like it, you know, and I know that's not a thing that people like. So Zayed's been taking it all in. It's like, this is really nice. I'm really into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what this horse carriage reminds me of? Mario Party. That's all I play. But anyway, God bless. Rebecca, you're great. Rebecca's like, let's get married here. And Zayed's like, oh girl, have you heard coronavirus? You can't get married right now, girl. Come on. You know, Rebecca's like, even though I've been married 3 times, I still want this to be a beautiful... Yeah, okay, well, and you can have that after the pandemic. Then this other piece of information is dropped, which is that Zayed wants to get married before Ramadan, which is like in a month. Then Ramadan happens for a month, and then the visa would be done in a week. And someone left me a really good comment. I forgot their name, and I'm so sorry. Trying to helping me explain this, which is, yes, they're living in sin because they're not married and they're like under one roof. But during Ramadan, that'd be even worse. And the only way I think you can get married during Ramadan, but it being the time after you break your fast, which is nighttime. I think he was like, let's just get married before. But Rebecca's like, why did you say this? Like, so upset. And it's just a little bit like, girl, priorities. Go get married right now. And Rebecca wanted to be like, I don't want to get married right away because of my old relationship. He changed immediately upon getting married. And it's like, well, that's going to happen. That's going to happen, A. B, bitch, what are you talking about? You've been in love with Zayed for years. You know you're in love with him. You have his face on shirts, bitch. You love him. You're not going to not marry Zayed. Come on. Okay, you love him. So just get married, priority. B, move your shit into this place. Okay? I mean, look, I love the cabin too. The cabin was great. I'm happy you went to the cabin, but let's all right, let's get back down to business. Oh, I mean, let's get it, okay? Rebecca's so interesting. At one point, she's talking with Zayed about it, and he's like, he's a prince this season. He wasn't the greatest the first season. He really made a shift, and he's really like calmly explaining whatever he can in broken English, the whole Ramadan thing, which was confusing. And at one point, Rebecca's like, don't raise your voice at me. You're raising your voice. And he was just like, oh, okay. He has this whole season been like, I love this place. I love this apartment so much. Thank you for this apartment. The apartment's not stupid. Don't talk bad about this apartment. I love it, Rebecca. I love you, Rebecca. You're so beautiful, Rebecca. I don't need kids in my life, Rebecca. Your kids are great. Your grandchildren are great. I'm so happy to be a grandfather, Rebecca. I mean, just like, he's been doing so much. Haram, he's been so Hanouni this season. I love Zayed this season. I just want to watch Zayed light a fireplace for the rest of my life. Zayed in that fireplace, honey, he loves them matches. I could watch B-roll of Zayed playing catch with Rebecca's grandson. He does not know how to throw that football. It's so awkward. I love it. Ugh. I don't know of many Arab men that play American football, except for that one contestant on Big Brother who was that really hot Arab guy from Dearborn that played football. Oh my God. A hot Arab football player? I could be a wag. I would be a wag. I'd be a Lebanese wag, lag. Andrew and Amira, oh my God, talking about Arab men, honey, coming in hot, and that is Amira's dad. Okay, so Amira's dad is I'm gonna tell you what's up. You're my baby, and I love you, and I didn't sleep when you were in prison, and you're not going anywhere again for this man that left you in prison, left you, wouldn't come to see if you're okay, was just at a resort, knew you were in jail, didn't move because he's a coward. Amira had to hear it, and we all had to hear it. And then he's like, if you go to Serbia, I will never talk to you again. And Amira's like, why are you telling me that? And it's girl, because it is the truth. What? So then she FaceTimes Andrew, honey, and he's like, look what I have. And it's his face on a mug. His mug on a mug. But I guess what Amira gave him. She's like, the mug, Then they talk to this immigration lawyer about whether they should do the whole Serbia thing. And the immigration lawyer, is coming in hot with this Zoom wallpaper background. I mean, I don't know what it was hiding, but, it is green screened up. It's so distracting when people do that. This is a wall. Is there no wall for you to be? What were you hiding behind? Is your kids' play area? Are you at a Starbucks? I so badly want to know, are you in your car? He's like, the clock is ticking on this thing, because he wants her so bad to do the Serbia thing. And she doesn't want to do it. And this immigration lawyer is like, look, the Serbia thing might work, but you also could just I don't know, get it reissued, which you would have really great grounds to do that because this is an unprecedented pandemic with, again, a travel ban. So get off the phone, Amira's like, yeah, so I was leaning toward the second option, and you obviously can tell Andrew's mad, and he's like, okay. And she's like, I just also feel like you're going to get mad at me if I don't do the Serbia thing. And he's like, no. And she's like, and I don't feel like you're being very sensitive to the fact that I was in jail. And he was like, you're blaming me for Mexico. I know you are. And she's like, no, I'm not. And we're all like, yes, we all are. And if she goes to Serbia, we're blaming you for that too. Okay. And then he does this passive aggressive manipulation thing where he's like, well, I'm just gonna, let you go and let you tell me what you want to do. I love you. I'll just wait to hear from you. I mean, were you just run, Amira, run, go, run, just book it, go, get out. Run, Amira, run, Amira, run. Amira, you're dumb. So let me tell you. So Jovi decides to post on his Instagram that he believes Andrew and that Amira is lying about some of the jailing situation. That somehow she lied or she's in it for the fame or something. And then on Amira's Instagram, Andrew's mom comments something real mean. I'll post it here. then deletes it. And then Amira screenshots the comment and is like, I can't believe it. I'm so shocked right now. So they're playing up this drama. I think they just filmed the reunion or whatever. And so they're trying to amp it up, honey. And I'm here for it. I got to do a cast controversies video so we can really deep dive and explore the drama specifically with Instagram and whatnot has happened between these people post-filming. Brandon and Julia, final couple. Julia wants to get married in a church. As we realize, these Russian people love a church. It's a good sign or whatever. God bless. And I need Betty to know that if she goes into a church, honey, she sees one of them baths that you baptize people in, honey, that water, you check it if it's cloudy. Julia also announces that she wants to go get a wedding dress. How lovely. Guess who wants to go? Betty. And when Betty wants to go, she goes. She just invites herself. It's not a thing. No one can say no to Betty for some reason. I don't know why. Even Julia under her breath is like, Brandon, tell her not to go. And Brandon's like, she's going. They go try on dresses. She tries on 3 dresses. The first one's the most beautiful one. The second one's weird. The third one's fine. And Brandon is just barred, and this becomes say on to the dress. I mean, Brandon is over it. He got up early. He's already killed a bunch of bugs today. He needs one of them protein powders for a little afternoon burst, honey. Betty can't get enough of it. We think that Betty's going to be super opinionated, and definitely Brandon gives her the lowdown, don't breathe. When she comes out, don't breathe, don't look, don't blink. When she comes out, you're like this. And Betty's like, but she doesn't want to know my opinion. And it's like, but she didn't want you here. So no, doesn't care about your opinion. Betty, what's your opinion? Is what you've been wearing so great that we're just bring Betty, get that fashionista's input. But at the same time, Brandon's giving nothing. So now Betty's nothing and Brandon's nothing. And then poor Julie's just by herself, just getting super excited because she looks great in all these dresses. She tries to FaceTime her mom. Her mom's cute, but it's her mom has to say goodbye. It's boca boca bye. Boca boca bye. How you say it, honey? It's boca boca. Boca. Boca is how I would say it if I was saying goodbye in an annoying way on the phone. Bye, Boca. I will say this one thing is at their dinner when they're discussing going bridal shopping. And I always have a thing where I try and pay attention to all the details, and there's a bottle of Wishbone dressing or Newman's Own, I'm not quite sure, one of them or whatever, God bless. But I also noticed that they're drinking Apothic Red, which is this red wine that I used to be obsessed with. You can get at Trader Joe's. It's almost always on sale. It's at Ralph's, maybe it's $13, but at Trader Joe's, it's usually $10.99. Anyway, it's a blend or whatever, and I saw Betty drinking it, and I was like, oh, I can't have that anymore.
I will say also, mermaid definitely is Julia's style. Also my cousin Monique's style. I have never been wedding dress shopping, but I have a feeling that I would go into wedding dress shopping with one thing in mind, but not really know my body or what's going to look good on me, and then get something completely different. When I go wedding dress shopping, it's going to be a 7-day long affair because I do not know what I want. I think it's lace.
That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching with me, and thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching me talk about this dumb show. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. The L is for Lebanese or lockdown. You do you. Of course, you can also find my private Facebook group, Vanity Farah, and join there. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Bye.